Hey guys, it's Moonsalt Stables back with more showing tips for you. Last video we talked about breed references for your show horses, but what if you don't know what breed to show your model as? Well, in this video we'll talk about breed assignment for your show string. So let's start with the easy models. These are models that already come with a breed from Breyer, and this breed is often a great fit. A lot of times this is because of a defining feature, such as on GG Valentine. Now granted, in photo shows, she can definitely show as other breeds. However, in live shows, because of the brand that she has on her hip, that is a very specific Mecklenburg brand. So that is why she does tend to show best as a Mecklenburg warmblood. Another example is on the Missouri Foxtrotter mold. This mold has that very unique foxtrot gait. So that is why this mold does tend to show best as its intended Missouri Foxtrotter breed. And another example is the Marwari mold. This mold does have those uniquely curled ears, so it does tend to make a very good Marwari. Sure, you could find different breeds for all of these, however, but the release breed often shows just fine. Next, we have models that are assigned a certain breed, but they would probably work better as another breed. I no longer have this model, but Smarty Jones was a good example of this. He was molded as a thoroughbred, but the mold does tend to show much better in stock classes just because of how thick and muscly his body is. Now, this isn't to say you can't show Smarty Jones or the new Secretariat as a thoroughbred, but this just means that the judges do tend to prefer the mold in quarter horse classes. Now, what do you do about models where you don't even have a starting point? Those horses that don't have any kind of breeds assigned to them already. Breyerfest special runs and web specials fall into this category a lot, and they can be just a little bit tricky to find breeds for. Some of them, like Diana from Breyerfest 2019, are very typey, a quarter horse in her case, and are easier to assign breeds to. However, other ones like Vahana from Breyerfest 2017 and Bee's Knees from Breyerfest 2012, they can be a little bit trickier to find good breeds for. A lot of times this happens because of the color that they are, or a color and pattern makes them really hard to find good, accurate breeds for. So how do you figure out what breeds to assign to those extra tricky models? Well, we are lucky because we do live in a time where information is quite literally at our fingertips. I usually personally start by just leafing through a horse breed book. And I just kind of leaf through these to see what breeds may work best for a model. Pay close attention to body types and colors a horse can come in, as you don't want to assign a roan model with a lot of feathering to a breed that might not allow roan or heavy feathering. Once you have an idea of a breed, go do a Google search to ensure that all of the information you found is correct. Some of these breed books, especially ones that are a few years old, they can tend to get a little outdated after a couple years, especially if breed registries update with colors they'll allow or colors they might not allow. You see this happen a lot with breeds where one moment the breed might not allow pinto, but the next moment suddenly they're okay with pintos again. And another thing that I like to do is go on to NAMSA's website, which is namhsa.org, and I look up their breed list. You'll just hit the Forms and Downloads tab on the left-hand side, and then find the breed reference list. I'll check each breed in a type, such as pony, draft, warm blood, light breed, etc., until I find something that fits my model. I will quite literally go through every single one until I find something that fits. This is sometimes my last resort for extra tricky models or models that I may just really want a unique breed for. NAMSA has several breeds on their list that I honestly would have never heard of if I didn't check it, because these breeds often aren't even included in a lot of these breed books. Do be careful though, as those really unique breeds can be tough to find reputable information and good high quality photos for. And just remember, unique breeds are good in the show ring, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with using a common or predictable breed if that is the best fit for your model. Just like with writing documentations, always do your research and do not rely on Pinterest for your information or your photos. Use breed registries when possible, and don't be scared to try different breeds for a model if your original assignment maybe didn't work. Sometimes you'll find horses that you'll think you have a good breed for, and then it just doesn't work out at every single show you go to. Now, showing can definitely be a learning experience, so don't be afraid to ask questions to the judge. Obviously, don't pester the judge if you can tell they're busy, but most of the time judges will be willing to tell you if your breed assignment was a good fit, or maybe if it just didn't fit at all. Also remember that different judges will have different opinions, and they may all place your models completely differently. So don't be discouraged if your model with what you think is the perfect breed doesn't place. You can also ask other showers to see what they show a model as. However, some showers can be just a little bit protective over their breed assignments, especially if they spent a super long time researching them. So don't be offended if they'd rather not tell you. They'll usually push you in the right direction though. And with that being said, I know I didn't cover everything in this video. There are so many ins and outs of breed assignment, and it takes time sometimes to start recognizing the difference between breeds. Please don't hesitate to let me know if you have any other questions about breed assignment, and I'll do what I can to help you. However, I won't do the work for you, as part of the fun of live showing is doing that breed research for yourself. It is so satisfying when you spend a long time doing breed research and a horse ends up placing really high for you. That is such an amazing experience at live shows. So guys, don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel, and make sure to hit that bell to be notified when I upload more show tips and other model horse related videos. Thank you so much, guys.